Budweiser may be the king of beers, but some consumers claim a Tennessee Valley man may be the king of rip-offs when it comes to beer-making supplies.
They say when it comes to their orders, all they're getting is less filling. WHNT News 19 Chief Investigative Reporter Wendy Halloran is here with a Taking Action investigation.
All right, Wendy, what's on tap?
Well, Jerry and Elise, brewing your own beer in Alabama is illegal, but selling some of the supplies online to make homebrew is not. Even if you're not a beer drinker, this special report is sobering for anyone who makes purchases online. Meet Tom Hargrave, software engineer by day, businessman by night. He's the owner of KegKits.com in South Huntsville, a web-based business that sells home brewing supplies and keg equipment for beer lovers worldwide. But some of his customers say he's tapping them dry.
He is stealing from people.
A lot of your customers are accusing you of ripping them off, sir.
I'm not ripping anybody off.
Well, he was excited.
Susan Norman bought a growler for her husband from KegKits.com.
He had mentioned on our honeymoon that he wanted one. So our first anniversary, I went online and found exactly the one he wanted and ordered it. My husband and I regularly go up to New England and like beer. And they have the gourmet beers there and the breweries and the microbrews. And you're able to fill up your keg and we can take it back to where we stay. And it's nice, you know, to be able to bring the beer back. And it's also just a nice little unique item.
But when her husband Bob opened his anniversary gift, there was a problem.
I wanted to give him something special for our first anniversary, but then we discovered that the top was not attached and didn't work. And that was very disappointing for both of us. We would not be able to use it for what we bought it for because it doesn't meet the code, it doesn't meet the regulations.
Getting Tom Hargrave to replace it would be no cakewalk.
I gave him every opportunity, called him every day for 2 weeks, wrote him at least 25 emails, and did give him an opportunity to make it right.
The barrage of emails and calls had no effect.
He is absolutely doing bad business. He is stealing from people, and he needs to step up to the plate. He needs to do the right thing.
Dozens and dozens of Hargrave's customers agree. Online forums say it all. One angry customer writes, "Tom made off with our money," a reference to Bernie Madoff. Over at the Better Business Bureau of North Alabama, KegKits.com is one of the most complained about businesses.
People don't feel right now that they can turn to this company and have a satisfactory transaction.
There are nearly 70 complaints from across the country. Each beer mug represents a formal complaint filed at the Better Business Bureau of North Alabama against KegKits.com.
Certainly the most alarming, of course, is the fact that the credit card is charged, the funds are paid, and then the merchandise isn't received.
Michelle Mason has been keeping a watchful eye on KegKits.com for some time now.
We did hear from the owner who told us that the complaints were valid, but he had run into a tough situation because he was trying to do a full-time job and run this business at the same time, and it was making it very difficult for him to keep up with everything.
An excuse she no longer buys.
If he had stopped taking people's money, charging credit cards at the time that the order's placed, rather than waiting until he saw that he could actually fulfill the order, we would understand that. But based on the complaints we're receiving, the same patterns are continuing.
So we tried to track down Tom Hargrave. We were never able to find him at his business, and we couldn't even leave him a message either.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get a hold of you. Your
I'm
voicemail is full.
busy.
You are? Well, would you like to address all of the complaints at the Better Business Bureau?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
A lot of your customers are accusing you of ripping them off,
I'm
sir.
not ripping anybody off.
You're not?
I am late shipping. I'm incredibly busy. I'm not ripping anybody off. And you have better things to do than chase people down at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Sir, we fight for the consumer, and you have an F rating at the Better Business Bureau. Do you want to address this or not? Station this evening, he wouldn't speak with me but posted a lengthy excuse on our website about why he's late on deliveries to customers. Jerry and Elise, keep in mind that the complaints against KegKits.com go back 3 years, and we're just hopeful and optimistic that he'll follow through and take care of the customers that he does have right now.
Well, you know, Wendy, a lot of us actually buy things online, and this story reminds us, what do consumers need to do to protect themselves?
Well, here are some tips. First of all, play detective. Check the company out with the BBB. Do a Google search of the company. money. Oftentimes, consumers who've been burned sound off in online forums to warn others. A really good resource is ripoffreport.com. Now, if you decide to make a purchase, pay with a credit card. Keep documentation of your order. Know your rights if you haven't received what you ordered, but your credit card has been charged and it's been more than 30 days. Federal law allows you to demand a refund.
All right, thanks, Wendy. And there are other steps you can take. We've listed those on our website at WHNT.com.
All right, what happens